of July 25th, 2018 to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will the town clerk please call the roll?
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Burek?
Yes, here.
Trustee Smith?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem, sorry, Austin?
Here. She's here too.
Mayor Woodcock?
Here.
Trustee Wakeman?
Here.
Trustee Ehrlich?
Here.
Trustee Trailer?
Here.
Agenda approval. Does anyone have any additions or deletions to the agenda?
Yes, Mayor.
Go ahead.
I'd like to add item 9C, which would authorize you, Mayor, to sign a letter to the state auditor requesting an extension on our audit report. Several things happened this year. We got a new CPA firm. We had 2 bond issues going on this spring. The state adopted some new requirements for police pension accounting. And so the report is basically done, but it hasn't been written up, and the deadline is the 31st. So to be safe, we're asking for an extension.
I would like to request we remove consent agenda item B, resolution 1828, to the action agenda so we can have some discussion.
Anything else?
I move we approve the agenda as amended.
Second.
Town clerk call vote.
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Burek?
Yes.
Trustee Trailer?
Yes.
Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Trustee Ehrlich?
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Austin?
Yes.
Mayor Woodcock?
Yes. Citizens' comments. We have citizens' comments today.
Linda Meisner, 108 North Norma. I became recently aware of something that, little history. I have asked the town administrator for probably a little over 2.5 years concerning a sign for the Heritage House. I was told that we'd have to discuss it at budget time. Come to find out, there is a sign for the Heritage House that has been down in Public Works for several years, was purchased when Josh was here, and there it sits, and it isn't up. I'm aware that Public Works has got a lot of work to do to get ready for Beef and Bean. That's number 1. Number 2, I'm also aware that there were crossing guard arms bought way back when for railroad crossing at at Road 46, which I believe are still in storage. So the question I have for the board is, how many other things have been purchased over the years that are sitting somewhere in storage that have kind of fallen through the cracks? Just a comment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other citizens' comments? No? Minutes of the previous meeting. Is there any discussion or comments on the minutes? No?
I move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Acknowledgement of payments to bills.
I have nothing.
Wow. Anyone else have any questions on the bills? The one that I expected to doesn't, so. No? All right, going on. Town administrators report.
Yes, Mayor, board members. The last couple of weeks, been meeting with the city of Greeley and the town of Evans to pursue some possible opportunities for long-term treatment capability for the city of, or the town of Milliken. We also met with the Hillsborough Board in the last week to discuss some ditch issues that we've got on the lower end, but also more importantly, reactivating the decree of 2,150 acre feet on the Hillsborough Reservoir just to the west of County Road 19. It's an 1896 decree, and considering that the town uses about 1,200 acre feet of water a year for domestic use, 2,100 acre feet of storage would be very beneficial for our parks and open spaces that are using raw water. So, just wanted to pass that on for your information. That's all.
All right.
Thank you.
Consent agenda. Are there any motions or are there any changes on the consent agenda? Although we've already did one in the beginning, but anything else?
Make a motion, we approve the consent agenda.
Second it.
Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Yes, sir. Trustee Trailer?
Yes.
Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Trustee Burek?
Yes.
Trustee Ehrlich?
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Austin?
Yes.
Mayor Whitcott?
Yes. All right, action agenda, which we moved item B off the consent agenda to the action agenda item. It's resolution 18 TAC 28 Martin property purchase contract. Is there any discussion on this? That's why we moved it, so we could have discussion.
Do you want me to go?
You're on the floor, yeah?
Mayor and the board, I understand this property has been under consideration and discussion based on the consequences of the 2013 flooding that occurred in Milliken and throughout the state of Colorado, for that matter. The town has been awarded grant monies through the Hazard Mitigation Grant Program in order to purchase this property. I understand staff has been working with the Martins for a couple of years. The town has received 2 appraisals on the property, and I think everyone is in agreement in terms of the purchase price of the property. FEMA has provided us with a form of contract, which they require as part of the funding for this purchase, and so that is included as an attachment to the resolution 1828. As part of that agreement, we were able to have FEMA agree to some revisions to the contract, including the requirement that the Martin family remove the 4 mobile home trailers that are on the property. And due to timing of the relocation assistance that is offered to the tenants, they are required to remove, or we have to give them 30 days after the closing date in which to remove those trailers from the property. And so we have initially put in the contract in paragraph 2 that the sellers shall have 35 days after the closing date to remove all of the trailers. And if they fail to remove them, that we would have the right and authority to remove them ourselves and then charge back whatever cost that is to the Martin family, the sellers. And in speaking with Trustee Ehrlich, he has suggested an amendment to that, which would be to place $20,000 of the total purchase price in escrow and to retain that escrow account, which we would do through the title company, through the date of closing and then through those 35 days. And if after that 35-day period, the Martins failed to remove the trailers and we were stuck removing them, or the town was, that the town would be able to retain the 20,000 and it wouldn't be released to the Martins. Trustee Ehrlich, did I get that right?
Yeah, basically it just giving them some type of incentive to get their trailers moved, because why else would you move them if the town's taking over the property?
Yeah.
Will
It just gives us
20,000
some,
cover us?
what's that?
Will 20,000 cover us, you know?
We want 4 trailers. I think
There-
$5,000 a trailer will do it, I think.
I don't have an
Maybe it needs to be
estimate.
more, I don't know.
Yeah,
Because
I don't think we can answer that question.
I was going to say, I think.
Well, I mean, 20 is a pretty good number.
I think if you have the 20
good incentive.
in escrow, and then you're still gonna, whatever 20 doesn't cover, you go back after whoever and you charge them and try getting that money
I
back.
mean, just reading through the contract Friday, when I sent her an email, it was, the town's on the hook for cleaning the property up.
Yeah.
And it's gonna cost us additional money, and then we're gonna have to spend money to go after them to get the money if we even do it. So why not solve it up front by throwing some money in escrow? Let them clean up their mess. After it's over, we give them the money. If not, we'll retain the 20,000 for us to clean it up.
Sounds fair.
That's,
I understand from Courtney too that she did have a conversation, at least with Linda Blackmer, and they
They were
were.
okay with it.
Yeah.
that's all I had. That's why I wanted to bring it on for discussion, because I don't think the town should be sitting out there
CYA.
liable for moving somebody else's property.
Yeah.
Are the units vacant?
Not yet.
No. Right. Are the units vacant? No, they're not yet.
We have to pay to relocate.
It sounds like one
There's a
family moving.
Friends with jury.
The state will help with.
Oh, I know. So, but as long as we still retain the option to go after if it costs 20,000 and above. That's kind of how I feel, because I have a feeling it would be more than 20,000 to have them removed.
What? Yeah. You need to speak into the mic.
What's that?
We can't hear you.
So as long as we still have the option to go after anything, if they're not removed and we have the 20,000, and if it costs more than 20,000, we still have the option to go and recoup anything after.
We can add that as well.
Deeply they're seated in the
Be through the abatement process after it's our property, we'd give them notice, and then we could do it, and we have the right to go back after that money.
Okay. Any more discussion?
No, these trailers have been submerged.
Yeah, our property.
There's people living in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the water is running under the axles and
Oh, yeah.
it'll be,
Rest of the drums together.
yeah, I mean, they're not gonna roll. What I'm getting at.
But they've been there
Anyway.
since 2013? Is
No,
it the
they've
same
been there-
tenants or different tenants?
They've been there for way longer.
They've been there for
Yeah.
I
40
mean, like,
years.
since the flood, I'm saying.
Yeah.
They've lived there since then?
Are they gonna be demolished? Probably?
Two of them will have to be demolished, and the other two they think are saleable, questionable. But
I think
They're better trailers.
20,000 is a little weak, but that's my thought.
You need the motion that you emailed me?
I have a printed copy of it. I did provide a draft motion to Trustee Ehrlich in the event that the board was willing to make an amendment to the contract, and I think that's what he would be reading, and it's just a suggested motion, just to get something on the table.
Before you read that,
Yeah.
is there any more
It'd be-
comments, any more discussion before?
It's easier to read.
All right.
All right, I'll make a motion, move to approve resolution 18-28, approving contract for sale between the Town of Milliken and Martin Land LLC and Linda Blackmer for the property located at 106 North Josephine Avenue, subject to paragraph 2 of the contract being revised to establish an escrow account in the amount of $20,000 to be held until closing on the property and paid to the sellers upon the seller's removal of all 4 trailers within the 35 days of closing, and to be paid to the town if all 4 trailers are not removed within such time frame. The revised agreement shall be approved as to form by FEMA, the sellers, and the town attorney. And we also need to add in there that we have the right to go after any additional costs above the $20,000.
Yeah, I mean, part of that's already in paragraph 2 because we have the right to go after them for any removal, but we can make sure, trustee Ehrlich, that it applies even with retention of the 20,000.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Ehrlich,
Yes.
trustee Trailer,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
trustee Wakeman,
Yes.
trustee Burek,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Austin,
Yes.
Mayor Woodcock.
Yes. Seeing that there's nothing left on the agenda,
Yes, Mayor, the motion,
Oh,
motion
that's right.
authorizing you to sign the extension request.
sorry, I apologize.
I move we approve application for extension on the audit report.
Second.
Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Burek,
Yes.
trustee Wakeman,
Yes.
trustee Trailer,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
trustee Ehrlich,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Austin,
Yes.
Mayor Woodcock.
Yes. Now that there's nothing else on the agenda, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Let's go. We're adjourned.
That was easy.